So really this class today is really what you want to make of it. So it's all levels. It's up to you to progress, add on, calling it athletic flow, because even a lot of the Pilates exercises we will be doing, we're going to incorporate maybe lower body or upper body with the movement, with weights. Really going to flow the whole time, really just working breaks where there'll be stretches or lighter exercises. All right, so we're going to go ahead and come to standing. We're just going to genie our arms. We're going to keep our feet in parallel, engaging those abdominals so you're in that vertical neutral spine. Abs are in, and now we're just going to soften the knees, slowly lift right back up. So almost treating this like our reformer footwork here. So right now we're trying to apply pressure to the toes, the balls, the heels of the foot. Then the next one, we're just going to lift up the heels slightly and go with a smaller range here. So putting a little bit more pressure on the toes, trying to even get the pinky toe. Pads of the foot as well. It's small. And now heels go down, just toes lift, and you're up and down. So just applying a little more pressure to our feet here. So lowering and lifting here for 3, 2, last one here. We're going to rise up to the top. We're just taking a spine stretch forward, hold it out, and then come up to a flat back. Hands go to your shins, any amount. And then slowly fold all the way down. Now look between your legs. Get a nice stretch here. Take a nice sip of air. And on the exhale, use your abdominals. Come up to that flat back. Send those shoulder blades down to your back. One more stretch here. Reach, fold. And then coming right back to that flat back here. So quick breather. We're going to rise all the way back up to the top. So from here, feet on your mat or off, we're going to come into a little bit of passe. So when you come into center, you're going to go ahead, arms go out, legs go out, come in, you're in passe. We're going to do 6 to this side. So 5 more, 4, 3, maybe clap at the top, 2, a little more energy in those hands. Last one here, and we'll do the same thing to the other side. So kind of stepping out, and then bring it right back in. I almost lost my balance on that one. So pull those abdominals in. So that's what we're doing. Engage those abs. And then clap here. Right over the head. For a little more energy, we got 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Our last one here. And now feet come to parallel. So parallel feet, hands are behind the head. If you can add on, you're going to come into a releve, pull the abdominals in. It's a small rotation. Come back into center, keep the elbows wide. Only rotate as much as you can still keep your hips facing forward here. So breathe through them. So your heels are lifted. Doesn't have to be high at all. Go slow. Fire up in those obliques. You got these. Breathe through them. Last one, off to the other side, come back into center. We're coming back to that mat. So our next one, we're going to take to some hops. So we're kind of going from side to side. If this is too much, you're just stepping out with hands to the hips. So you can just do a side step, or otherwise, maybe you're getting low, you're in prayer hands, and you're kind of jumping here the way we jump in cardio sculpt. So trying to be really light on your feet, landing toe, ball. So breathe through them. Maybe the heel's not even touching down, and that's okay. Try and keep your shoulders parallel. So we're pretty upright, abs are engaged. Breathe through these. Maybe hands are right to the hips if you need to. Just small, tiny hops. We're really light. This will be, I don't really consider this a plyometric. It's not too much of a jump, but this will be the biggest part of a jump if you're calling this your jump today, because you can always step it out. Breathe through them, guys. Inhale, exhale. One more on each side, and then bring those hands up. And we're going to go ahead and bring it to a Pilates feet. So heels are together, toes are apart. And now lift up, bring it right back down. Lift up, so almost crunching out on the side. Bring it down, seal your heels together every time. I'm just going to, you keep going. I'm just going to check the phone for a second. Hey, Addie. And switch sides. So So heels are connected, toes are apart. So we're getting that feedback. We're pulling up the pelvic floor. Cinch the waist so we get a little bit deeper in those abdominals. Try and seal those heels every time. Cinch the weight. Fire up the glutes. So everything's working here. Staying upright. You got these. Breathe through them. Last one, take a wide stance. So we're just bending and extending, warming up our arms. So we're still in our warm up. So we don't work this position. Our palms are actually out. It's a stretch. If you want to increase and make it a little bit deeper, then take it down like you're in second position with your heels on the reformer type of position. So bend, stretch, breathe through them. Too much, you're just staying tall with this soft bend extension. Use your abdominals, so really try and cinch the waist for these. Last three, last two. Final one, toes face forward. We're gonna take this some deep squat. Press up in the hips. Deep squat, so get really low. It's an active stretch. Getting into those glutes, lower down. If you can progress from here, when you come up, scooping the abdominals, we're rising up with our eye arms, so almost like T-Rex eye. And then lower down, deep squat, scooping those abdominals, so making sure you're not using your back to rise up. Go ahead, forward fold, deep squat. Pull those abdominals in, we rise all the way up to the top. Breathe through them. Last one here. A full one, so we're going down for one more. And then slowly bring it all the way up to the top. Go ahead and roll those shoulders back and down. We are ready for our hand weights. We are done with our warm-up, so I highly recommend going light today, but really up to you, and you're welcome to put them down at any point in time. We're going to bring our hands out in front. From here, we're coming into a fencing with a lunge. So stepping out, I gotta get a little more center on my mat so I have that space, and then bring it right back in. So really, maybe the hardest part of this is coming back into center. So really engage those abdominals, breathe through them, reach and lengthen. If the weights are too much, ditch them, get rid of them, or go lighter. So breathe through them. Long inhales, long exhales. You guys got these. Stay with me, almost there. We got one more on each. And then come into center. So feet are parallel. We have upright row. So we'll recover. Palms face you, elbows go wide. So if you weren't on before, hence the music, and watching a lot of TikTok, so kind of made a TikTok playlist of all those songs I've been seeing on TikTok. So that's what the wide range of music is going to be about today. So maybe some of the songs you haven't heard in a really long time, and that's what will be fun about them. All right, last one here. All right, so from here, we're going to go ahead and come into a little bit. You're going to take the leg out, bring it right back in. We got 8 to each side. So it's almost like a jumping jack. Leg is straight out to the side. So we have 5 more here. Breathe through them. Too much. Dish the weights. Breathe through them. Last one here. Go ahead and bring it right back in. We got the same thing to the other side. So leg goes out, arms go up, bring it right back in. Inhale, exhale. You got these. 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one here. Go ahead and bring it right into center. So from here, arms are straight out. We're going to come into some oblique slides. So you're just kind of firing up an oblique. It's a little bit of a stretch. These actually are a little bit more intense if you have heavy weights, but like I said, I wanted to go with the light weights. Just take full advantage of getting the side body stretch, lateral stretch here. So breathe through them. And now come back into center. So arms are out in front. One arm's up, one arm's out. Feet are parallel. Lift the leg that's straight up. And now tap and lift. Weights are too much, then feel free to let them go. If you need to hold on to a chair instead for this, feel free. So you have one leg tabletop, and you're lowering and lifting. You got your balance challenge. So moving from our center, working for that stability. You got these. Last one here, and go ahead and switch. So now the other arm's up, the other arm's down, and you're back at it. Same thing. Pull the abdominals in, breathe through them. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Push the shoulders down. So breathe through these. You're slow, you're steady with control so that you can still move from the center of our body. Keep our pelvis really quiet here. Last 3. Last 2. Final 1. Go ahead and bring your hands by your side. Just kind of shake that out. And we're going to go ahead and come full on with our mat. So take it to a lunge stance here. You're going to lean in. So this is going to be pretty intense. Most intense would be chest as close to the thighs as possible. Arms come straight up and lower them back. Arms come straight up. So your modified position, you're upright. You got those I arms again. Pull the abdominals in. If you're progressing, when you bring the hands down, you're going to bring those arms way back. So let's take 5 more here. Breathe through them. Reach and lengthen. Don't let those shoulders rise with it. Lean into that front leg any amount that works for you. Last 2 here. Use your breath, super important. Get that strength from your breath. And go ahead and walk it in. Take the other leg back. So come back to that lunge position here. And now we're back at it. So soften up in that front knee. And now you're lowering and lifting here. So breathing through them. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. So if you progress here, arms are going to go way back behind you. So it almost feels like that chest expansion. If any shoulder injuries, don't bring the hands so high. You can be right here, modify. Even with feet in parallel if you need it. All right, these are our last set here. Last 2. Last 1. Go ahead and walk it in. So just kind of shake it out, pressing down one heel and then the other. Inhale, exhale. So like France. If you want, you're going to bend and extend in the arms as well. So breathe through that. Maybe you can do these a little bit faster. Inhale, exhale. You got it. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Last 1. Feet are parallel. Hands are lined at the forehead. Elbows are going out here. Weights are together. And now you're bending and extending. So like salute a little bit here. Keep the elbows up high. Push the shoulders down. Soft knees, feet are in parallel, so soft knees, so you still can work those thighs. Abs are engaged. You're in your best vertical neutral here. And now we're going to progress. So hands come to the crown of the head. If this is too much, stick with the first one, or feel free to not bring your hands up in this position. Change to a weightlifting arm exercise that feels better for you. Breathe through these. Maybe you can go even slower. Maybe a little more extension, maybe a little bit higher elbows, as long as you can keep those shoulders down. Our most advanced, we come to shaving. So now, it's like you're shaving off for me. I do my ponytail back here. So, shaving off the crown of the head here. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Abs are engaged. Hopefully they're shaking. Get that connection. Move from your center. You got these. For 3, 2, last 1. And now from here, we're coming into a really soft bend in the knees. So get low. You got some bicep curls. So we're just kind of shaking that out. Breathe through them. So you got some bicep curls here. Curl it in, curl it out. Inhale, exhale. Breathe through these. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. So coming into a combo move, like I promised from before. So elbows are glued to your side. We're going to lift one leg up. So maybe you need to hold onto the wall and ditch the weights. That's fine too. Or maybe just do the arms. So our first one, we're coming into an abductor, and we're gluing our elbows to our side, out from here. So breathe through them. It's just knee to knee. Hard flex in that back foot. So you got these. Breathe through them. Push the shoulders down away from the ears. Inhale through the nose, exhale them out. The next one, hold it in here. And now our palms are facing each other. We have a press back with the leg, press back with the elbows. Both movements are small. So try and stay nice and steady. In center, straight press back. Pull the abdominals in. Too much, take the leg out of it or take the arms out of it. So that's your modified position. Breathe through these. Last two. Last one, and switch. So same thing on the other side. Tabletop that back leg, it's a hard flex. And now we have our abductor, we're taking that leg out to the side. It's small, it's isometric. You're flexing that foot so that that heel doesn't get to drop. We're keeping it active. Move your elbows by your side so that it doesn't allow you, no leg between the arms and your side body, doesn't allow you to make this bigger than it should be. So breathe through these. Small, pull those abdominals in. And now from here, palms face each other. We got our straight press back. Straight press back. Challenge that balance. You got these. Abs are engaged. Breathe through them. Inhale, exhale. Last three. Last two. Last one. Go ahead and let go. So we're going to take our weights with us. Railroad your feet. You're using your weight so that you don't go as far down. Come to a flat back. Get a nice stretch. And now bring your chin to your chest. Look at the knees. Pull the abdominals in and switch legs. The other leg's forward, the other one's back. So breathe through these. You're working for your flat back. So breathe through them. Inhale through nose, exhale through mouth. And then go ahead and bring those hands. Just hold on to your hand weights. Dangle the hands here and sway your hips from side to side. Shake it out. And then stop the movement here. Bring your chin towards the chest and rolling all the way back up. So hopefully you have those right hand weights for that. And now from here, we're going to go ahead and take our arms out to a T. Hold them up. Feet are in parallel. So I kind of need to get off my mat for this one. And now bring that right leg out in front. You're going to tap and lift from here. So tap and lift. You're trying to keep your arms on the same plane. If this is too much, let the weights go. Our first one, notice my hands. I have palms facing downward. You're lowering and lifting here. So breathe through these. Inhale, exhale. And now hold that leg still. We have 6 circles in, trying to keep the pelvis quiet. 3, 2, last one, 6 circles out. Breathe through them. You got them. Stay strong with the arms. We're almost there. We're going to put them down after this. Last 2, last one, hands come down. Regroup, pull the abdominals in, take the other leg out, and now palms are up for the next step. Hold them out in that T position. You're lowering and lifting. Abs are in, lower and lift. So inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. So breathe through them. Slow, isometric, trying to keep your hips as best you can on the same plane. We're back in that vertical neutral. So breathe through these. And now hold the leg out long and straight for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. We change that direction for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and let it go. Bring it in. Elbows stay by our side. We're just going to reach and lengthen. Press those elbows in. Keep the legs long and straight. Soft bend in the knees. Breathe through them. Inhale through nose, exhale through mouth. You got these. We only have 2 more arm exercises with the weights, and then we ditch the weights for a little bit. Last one. Arms come down. We have a straight press back. If you can add on, you're in a relevant. So maybe you bring those heels together, toes apart, and now palms are facing outward, and you got this kind of reverse chest expansion here. You're in your high heel position, so heels are together, toes are apart. Breathe through them. So deep inhale, deep exhale. for 5, 4, 3, 2, and let go. So separate the heels, being parallel, fold forward, let your hand weights go, shake the head. So shake the head no, shake the head yes. And then if you're not on your mat, we're going to be continuing from our mat here. So soft bend in the knees, light fingertip touch the pads of the fingers, lift that right leg up, tap and lift. So standing split here. If this doesn't work, you're up at the wall, keeping it small. Holding onto the wall is perfect modification for this. This really is an all-level class. Bring that leg all the way back in. Scoop in the belly. You got a deep squat here, so giving yourself a little bit of a break, or working the glutes in your break. Go ahead, take the other leg back. Gaze is down, or gaze is at those knees. Breathe through them. Tap and lift here. Inhale through the nose, exhale from mouth. Last 3. Last 2. Final 1, regroup. Come back to the other side. So our next one's going to be a little bit more intense. Maybe palms need to come down. Top of the foot to the back of the calf. You've got a knee repeater. Once again, stand tall if you're taking this to a modified position, or hold on to a chair. It's top of the foot to the back of the calf, and you're shooting that leg back. Definitely more intense doing this from this position. Breathe through them. Last one, bring it in. Scooping those abdominals, you got the same thing on the other side. So top of the foot to the back of the calf, shoot that leg back. Using your abdominals to move here. Feeling every part of your foundation, your foot here on the floor, staying strong for you. That's why we warmed up our feet for our footwork. Breathe through them. Last 3. Last 2. Final 1, let it go. Hug the back of the legs, look at your knees. Quick recover. Take a few sips of air. Inhale, fill up that rib cage with air. Exhale, cinch the waist, belly button towards spine. Go ahead and let those legs, arms hang. Just sway from side to side here. And now from here, you're going to start squatting down really low. Arms come out in front. And we're slowly coming all the way down to our mat. Feet are out long and straight. We're going to continue to roll down this way. And now when you get to your hardest point, hold the back of those hamstrings. Lift up one leg. Bring it down. Lift up the other leg. Bring it down. One more on each. Go ahead. Arms come out. And now you're continuing to lower all the way down. Reach, lengthen. Coming down. Hopefully you guys can see me. This is a new angle for me. Okay, so from here, we're coming into our 100 here. So this is the part of the workout that's going to start combining a lot of exercises. So legs go straight up in the air, hard flex from the feet. Lift up your head, neck, and shoulders, start pumping from here. If you need a modified 100, feel free to stay here the entire time. But otherwise, we're blending 2 exercises here. So we got our combo, our first combo. We're coming into our 100, so we're inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the arms still, and now lower the legs. You got your lower lift from the series 5. Gazes between the legs, beginning to support the back of the head, or let the head go down. Keep the legs up high. We're just going for a small range. Breathe through these. Inhale through the nose, exhale them out. Hold still, back to your 100. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hope you guys are feeling good. I'm going to check the camera really quick. Hopefully there's no notes for me. So breathe for them. Keep pumping. And now hold that 100. You got your lower and lift. Still lowering and lifting. Inhale, exhale. Gaze between the legs. You got these. Abs are in. Breathe through them. Hold still, back to your 100. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold still, lower and lift. We're just going to do one more lower and lift, one more set of pumps. You guys got this. Take the modifications if they're needed. Breathe through them. You got these. And now hold still, come back to those pumps. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead and let it go. Hug those knees into the chest. Soles of the feet come together here. So a little active break, but we won't be here for long with the break. Open up those hips, and now hands come behind the head. Look at your toes. Lift up one foot and then the other. You got butterfly mixed with marching. So elbows wide, chest is open. You got your combo move. Too much? Stick with one of the two. So breathe through them. Maybe you're just doing little crunches, or maybe you're just lifting the heels, or maybe you're just enjoying that stretch. So do what you need. Breathe through them. And now go ahead and let it go. So from here, soles of the feet are down, hands are down. We're going to come into our first round of bridge. So tilt the pelvis, peel all the way up to the top. Coming up to that high point, and now come all the way back down, bone by bone. Breathe through these. The next one, we're going to start to add on with work. If it's too much, just stick with a regular bridge. That will be a great option, but we got one press out, one dip down, one press out, one dip down. So almost treating this like our clam up at the top, and then we got that small release down. Breathe through these. Inhale, exhale. You got these. And then slowly we're coming all the way back down, bone by bone, as slow as you can go. One more round of bridge here. So when you're ready, you will tilt, heel back up. This time we're holding our bridge. Lift your hands to a hover. You got 100 arms. You're pumping the arms small. You're make sure your head is down. So try to avoid looking at me. Look up at the ceiling. Don't move your head. Pump the arms so small. If this is not for you, just hold. Breathe through them. Press those fingertips together. Stay within that bridge for 3, 2, last one. Slowly keep your arms up and come all the way back down. Arms come out to a T. Cross the legs. Look in the other direction. Maybe get a little adjustment there. Maybe palms are up or palms are down. Your choice. Take a nice sip of air on the exhale. Bring those legs back into center. Uncross the other leg. Look in the opposite direction. Okay, so we're coming back into another abdominal move here. So we're going to go ahead and take it to our single leg stretch. So that means the outside hand is going to always be on the ankle. Inside hand is going to come to that knee. Gaze between the legs. If you can progress here, we got our scissor, one single leg stretch. Scissor, going to make you think a little bit, but a little bit faster twitch in those muscles. And also doing something that you don't see is coming is always a little bit more of a challenge there. So breathe through them. Gaze is right between the legs. Breathe through them. Scissor switch, point the toes. Get length in the leg. We'll just do one more of each. So last one, go ahead and hug it in. Rock from side to side. Shake out that tension. We're going to go ahead and roll to our side here. So we're going to come back into a hand weight. Coming into the sideline, we're going to hold our head up and make a pillow, your choice. Find your streamline. Lift that top arm up. Press the elbow into your side now. And now lift that top leg, just the top one. Lower and lift. If you're challenging yourself, maybe your ribs are off the floor, maybe that bottom foot is up as well. Completely optional. Too much, you're just hanging out here. It's a little bit different way to work side body. You'll definitely still feel that sideline when even keeping your legs out of this position. All right, so now turn the palm towards your face. You got a bicep curl. Bring it in, bring it out, cinch the waist. Keep those abs engaged. Breathe through these. Curl it in, curl it out. Inhale, exhale. You got it. Too much on the weight, let it go. Final 2 here. Last one. Let the hand weight go. We're going to go ahead, or actually your option 2, a little more advanced, would be hold it up here. We got hot potatoes. So heel, toe. So whichever one you're doing, it's fine. Just alternate toe and then heel. So completely optional which one you're doing here. I like heel in front. toe behind. Arm is straight up in the air. Breathe through them. Inhale, exhale. Too much going on. If you need the support, that hand is out in front. You got these. Last one on each. Go ahead and bend the knees as we rise up to a mermaid. Reach and lengthen. And then go ahead and counter stretch. Fold in on this one. We're on our forearms. Hang on to that position. So now the top leg is out, and you got a little bit of rainbow. So almost like you're going over an arc. Breathe through that. So your forearms are down. You're getting your side body. You got a little bit of an arc. Breathe through them. You got these. Oh yeah. And now hold. Bend, extend. Flex the foot if you can here. Bend and extend. Breathe through them. For 4, 3, 2. Last one here. 1 inch up, 1 inch down. This is where we finish. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and let go. Rise up. Take your mermaid to the other direction. One more time. We're just going to sweep our legs around to that mermaid because we're going to come to mermaid first now on the other side. So we have our stacked bent knee mermaid position, and then the top leg goes out. Your forearms are down, abs are in. You got your arc. So breathe into them. If this doesn't work, just stay on your side and do some more movement. So completely optional if you said that on the first one. But this is like you're doing, these are called rainbows, so it's almost like you're going over an arc. You are rounding here. Breathe through them. Getting that oblique, getting your side body. You got these. Last one on each. So one more in each direction. And now we're going to go ahead and hold, bend, stretch. If you can, flex the foot here. Put a little more energy in the heel. Let that heel be the first point of contact if you were to touch something. So abs are in. You guys got these. Press in, press out. Bend and extend. You're lifting the upper body. So we're not hanging down there. We're staying lifted. We're using our core to stay lifted. Keep the leg long and straight. You're down an inch, up an inch. We're almost there. You got these. Hang tight. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. And let it go. So lowering down here. Well, actually, we'll come to one more mermaid. Take it right back. And now we're going to find our side body. Find your streamline, either pillow or hold your head up here. So you're going to go ahead and grab that hand weight. Maybe you lifted the feet. Maybe you just lifted the top leg. Bring the elbow into your side. Palm is facing outward. And now you've got your press up here. So pressing up. Breathe through these. Going up and down. Maybe go a little bit slower. You guys got these. Breathe through them. Inhale, exhale. Abs are engaged. Last one here. Turn the palm to face your face. You got your bicep curl. Breathe through them. Oh yeah, fire up those obliques. Challenging the body. So I know we're using our arms here, but maybe you're feeling this more in your side body and your abs. I know I am. So breathe through these. Inhale through nose, exhale through mouth. Long inhales, long exhales. Last 2. Final one, we let the hand weight go. Bring the head down, you got your hot potato, heel toe. So heel toe, if you took that hand weight up, you're coming back to that position. Abs are engaged. Press that heel down, press the toe down. So we're alternating. So this might look pretty simple, but it's pretty challenging when you try and keep the hips as quiet as possible and the pelvis for sure stabilized. That is our goal here. Breathe through them. Last one. And we'll go ahead and let that go. So we're rotating right into center. Take to a cat cow. So look for the belly button. Head up, chin up, chest up. Look for the belly button. Head up, chin up, chest up. So if you're progressing here, this one's definitely deceiving. It's a challenge. Stick with cat cow. Otherwise, lift the knees to a hover. Look for your belly button. Head up, chin up, chest up. Look for your belly button. Head up, chin up, chest up. If you're feeling this in the low back, pitch the knee lift. And go ahead and let it go. So So coming down, you got a quick child's pose, stretch it out. So extend those shoulder blades in opposition down your back. Raise through them. We're coming into our extension work. So extension work from here. We're going to go ahead, stack our palms. Feet are down, pelvis firmly into your mat. Lift just your right leg. And now lower and lift here. So it's really small. Abs engaged. Don't feel it in the low back. You're lifting the thigh up, but it's small so that you don't feel it in your low back. Bring it down. You got the same thing on the other side. So it's almost like a mat Pilates leg pull. Engaging those glutes. You got these. Push the shoulders down away from the ears. And now bring the legs down. We're going to go ahead and next one, we're coming into a Pilates V. So now your heels will be together. And now we're going to go ahead and lift both legs as one. So lowering and lifting here. Lower and lift. And now we're combining both. So we're lifting upper body and lower body. For 3, 2, last one, hold, open and close those arms. Bring them out to a T. Hold, tiny little circles, gazes down, head in line with the spine. Reverse those circles, you got these. And go ahead and bring it down. Hands come by your side, it's our last one. Pinkies to thighs. And now keep those heels connected. If you have any low back issues, separate. And now lift up. Press those pinkies towards your thighs. For 5, 4, 3, 2, let it go. Child's pose. Okay, so our next one, we're going to bring one hand down, one elbow down. Okay? Our knees are down. Extend the opposite leg from the elbow. That hand, the elbow hand, right on top of the other one. Look over the back shoulder, tap and lift. So it's definitely bigger than your bird dog. You're slightly turned out. Pull those abs in. You got these. We got 5 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Bring it in. Switch sides, so the other elbow is down. Hand is down on the other side. Extend the opposite leg from the elbow. That hand comes on top. Look over your back shoulder. You're tapping and lifting. So sort of like a bird dog, but we're not as square. Breathe through them. Inhale through the nose. Exhale from mouth. So this is where we get to finish out. You got these. Breathe through them. For 4, 3, 2, last one, let it go. Come into weave here. Take your weave off to the other side, so if this feels okay to you. And now we're going to go ahead and come into our first round of plank here. So holding up your best plank, pull those abs in, we'll just float it out, we'll get some stretches. We got our up stretch to our high plank. You got an up stretch, high plank. The next one, hold, high plank. That knee comes into the same side elbow and the other one. Going back and forth, you got these, back and forth. Inhale, exhale from side to side. One more on each. Bring that foot down, regroup, pull those abs in, same thing on the other side. If you need a quick breather in between, take it. Breathe through them, stay strong. Tight core, not collapsing in the hips, gazes down, head in line with your spine. You guys got them, stay with me. Almost there. We got one more on each, and you get to take your down dog. Down dog and prance. Pedal it out. Inhale, exhale. Breathe through them. And now come back out. Walk one hand in. Take it to a side body stretch. Open up that side body. Breathe through them. Take that hand back down. Same thing off the other side. Come into your side body. Reach, stretch, open up. If this doesn't work, just take your child's pose with that bottom knee down. Back into center. Hold here. Hold that plank. Rise up to your down dog one more time. Walking into elephant. And now arabesque leg with elephant. So flex the foot Slightly turned out. Shoulder blades going down your back pocket. Bring it down. Same thing on the other side. You got these. Work that back side. Stay strong. Almost there. And go ahead and let go. Knees come down. Take it to your child pose. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get back to laying on our back here. So coming to laying on the back, we're going to go ahead and grab our hand weights. So hand weights, we're coming back at them. Maybe lighter ones if you like. Completely optional. Arms are straight up in the air. We're going to take 3 forward arms. So arms are up. You're in your neutral spine. Lift, reach and lengthen. Come all the way back. Just to 90. And then bring it right back down. If this is too much, keep the head down or ditch the weights. This is for sure why we're not using heavy weights here today as well. So I don't want any strain or pulling or tugging at the neck. So if you're feeling anything funky, let the weights go. If you need an extra add-on, legs are in your tabletop. So as soon as I lifted my legs, my hands went a little too far back. So try and look for those things on yourself. Breathe through them. The next one, we stay up, open and close. You got your lateral raises. So if you're feeling anything to the neck, feet come down, and maybe you're going to go for the full range, where your arms go all the way out. For me, lifted, that doesn't feel so great, so feel free. If I wanted to lift, I would keep them smaller for myself. Maybe those heels are connected as well. Gaze right between the legs. Oh yeah, I'm shaking here. I don't know about you guys. Last one. Arms come up. Quick break for a second. Palms face outward. You got a little bit of chest press. Take the legs straight up in the air. Hard flex them. Press up. Elbows go wide. Chest is open. Inhale through the nose. Exhale from mouth. Straight press up. You got them for 3, 2. Last one. Hands come down. We're going to hover our hands to the mat. You got a little bit of a tricep press here. So curl it back. Curl it back. Try and stop the wrists when they are in that 90 degrees. Wrists in line with the elbows. Elbows staying in line with the shoulders. So try and avoid them fanning out to the side. If you want more, you guys know it. Lift those legs to tabletop. You got it. Breathe through them. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. I hope you guys are feeling these. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. And go ahead, arms come up. Lift up to your bridge. Get a little bit of typewriter, or I like to call these Shakira moves, where you drop down one hip and then the other. So it's a little bit of a stretch, a little bit of a relief from that movement, but we're still getting our work and firing up for those obliques and glutes. If you feel your low back, don't shift. Breathe through them. And now keep them on the same plane here. Lower the arms, lift the arms. So palms face each other for this one. Lower and lift. Breathe through them for 4, 3, 2. Last one. And now hold it up there. Lift one leg. Lower it down. Lower all the way back down. Lift back up to your bridge. Lift up to your tabletop. And that leg comes up. Bend. Bring it right back down. If you feel like you're losing your balance, let the hand weights go. So we are adding on a little bit of can-can with a bridge. And then lower all the way back down. We'll just do one more on each side. So peel right back up. You got your tabletop. Lift. Tabletop. Lower. Lift. And then go ahead and lower all the way back down. Sway those knees from side to side. A little bit of windshield wipe. All right, so this is where I told you if you want a ball or towel, that would be your modified position to put the ball underneath. Now we're coming to reformer legs. So we got about 6 minutes to go. I'm trying to shove it all in there. Go ahead. You can go ahead and take, your option is if you're not using a ball or a towel underneath your sacrum, then you can sit on your hands and it might give you a little bit more of the effect of your feet in the ropes. Otherwise, hands can go by your side. Heels are together, toes are apart, lower and lift. If you can add on, we're going to flex to lower, point to lift. If you want a little more, feel free. to come up to that abdominal curl. Last one. And now big toes are together, heels are apart. Lower lip to that medial position. Too much going on, head, neck, and shoulders. Also, we want to make sure we're keeping our feet straight up in the air. So breathe into them, feet go straight up in the air. Sorry, guys. There we go. So lowering and lifting. And now from here, separate the feet. You have a wide frog leg. Heels press out. Bring them right back in. This is another great one for you want to add on. Lifting up your abdominals. Press in, press out. Feel anything in the low back. Bring it up higher. Make your bend smaller. Otherwise, pressing in, pressing out. And now you guessed it. We're bringing them together. Frog legs. Press in, press out. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. I don't know about you guys, but my abs are shaking here. Legs straight up in the air. We're going to circle them around. So this is going to be the hardest one for the control without your feet in the strap. So if you like, go slower. Keep it smaller. Keep it more up at the top. Last 2 like this. Last 1. And then when we're up at the top, we're switching. So now we're out, around, come back up through center. Out, around, come back up through center. You guys got these, I know it. Last 2. Last 1. Go ahead and hug that in. We're actually going to do what we do with the reformer strap. So butterfly your feet, maybe hold on to the ankles if this feels okay to you. So you just bring your feet together, you're holding on to the ankles and the mouth. And then maybe take it to a little bit of Peter Pan. So one leg goes out, the other leg goes in. You can bring your hands right into your inner thigh, your groin area. Give yourself a little assisted stretch. Maybe stop with a frog leg in the middle, or maybe you're not even holding on and you're keeping it more of a fluid, moving movement. Completely optional where you are with these. I personally like holding down and always tightening inner thighs. So it's a really nice stretch there, and then I get a little bit further, a little bit more of a hip opening when I let my leg out further. And then bring it all the way back in. We're going to rock up to the top. Hard flex in the feet. So we're going to do a little bit of our roll up. Arm comes straight up in the air. We're going to do this. It's a little bit more challenging. Arm is out, one arm's out, one arm's out. So breathe through these. Come down slow, controlled. And then when you get down, switch. And this is the hard part. Coming up this way. So coming up, bone by bone. Breathe through that. Slowly peeling up. Reach and lengthen up at the top. Go ahead when you get up to the top. Switch. Come all the way back down. So breathing through them. Inhale through nose. Exhale through mouth. When you come down, switch. Same thing. Hard flexing feet. Come all the way back up. Reach and lengthen. Spine stretch forward. We're going to go ahead, sit really tall, open up your chest. Hands come together. So if you want to grab your handmates again, sit super tall. Arms go out wide. And then bring it back in. Hard flex. So breathe through these. Arms are going out wide. And then you're bringing it right back in. For 3 more. 2. Last one. We're going to sit super tall, abs engaged. And then from here, we're going to press those elbows down by your side. Continue to come down this way. So slow. Pull those abs in. Come down bone by bone. Reach and lengthen. Arms go straight back behind you. Let those hand weights go. From here, we're going to lift one leg to tabletop, lift the other. Rock up to the top. We're holding a teaser up here. So hold your teaser up the top, and now lower the legs, lift the legs. If you can, genie the arms. Uncross, the other hand's on top. Last set for 3, 2. Last one. Legs come down. Flex the feet. Reach and lengthen. You got a spine stretch forward. Quick breather. Rise up to the top. We're going to take to one final spine stretch forward here. So flex out the feet one more time here, guys, today, and see if you can get a little bit further. Reach and lengthen. Spine stretch forward. And go ahead and rise up to the top. We are done. Thank you so much for joining today.